Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell says his ministry's investigation into the disappearance of 2 Turkish men is now complete and finds that the men traveled to Grand Bahama with a view to traveling to the U.S. as their relatives reported. But no one is any closer to determining what happened to the men.
Now, the desperate family tried to approach Prime Minister Perry Christie this week and found that he would not give any answers or any truths about the mystery over the whereabouts of those young men who they suspect were lured into traveling by human smugglers who promised them passage into the United States. Carissa Robinson has been following the story for us.
Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell told reporters today that an official letter from the Turkish embassy in Cuba to his ministry concerning the disappearance of Turkish nationals Hüseyin Özkan and Vesi Aral was never acknowledged by officials in Cuba and New Providence. That letter was forwarded to the Bahamas government back in October when the men were first reported missing by the brother and cousin on March 21, 2012. The Turkish authorities have expressed surprise over the apparent lack of communication from the Bahamas government on a matter they are taking very seriously.
Officers who may not be familiar with the protocols as they ought to be, and I think that's really what happened in this case. And so it's inadvertence, and as I said, we issued the appropriate reprimands because anytime some country sends you a note, the very least you ought to do is acknowledge receipt of the note.
Minister Mitchell says a note has since been sent to the Turkish government expressing regret over the lack of communication. As for police investigations into the matter, Mr. Mitchell gave these details.
Relatives said that the men had traveled to Grand Bahama with a view to traveling to the United States. An investigation was done by the Central Detective Unit in Grand Bahama. There was no evidence found after checks with travel-related companies and touristic facilities of any contemplated journey by these individuals. Interpol was then notified of the missing persons. Information from investigations subsequently revealed that the men left from a local hotel in Grand Bahama on a smuggling route via Bimini en route to the United States. The individuals never arrived. When the alarm was raised, both American and Bahamian authorities were put on high alert, but they were never found.
Now, Minister Mitchell says this kind of smuggling trend is a matter of concern that has been raised by many countries over the years. He's warning those involved in this illegal operation that if caught, they will be prosecuted.
There's going to be no assistance rendered by the Bahamas government to help people escape from this of other foreign countries, catch individuals and want to prosecute them as a result of it, and certainly in this country.
Now, police and immigration authorities are appealing to anyone who may have information they think can help in the case of the missing Turkish men to assist them. The uncle and cousin of the missing men, Raif Gumus, maintains, though, that his relatives are still alive and he believes they are being held captive for their organs. Gumus believes he knows and has even spoken to the people he believes are responsible for that alleged smuggling operation. Carissa Robinson, ZNS Network News.